Alright, guys, today I'm gonna show you how to refine your gold chips. If you like to collect them, and you know, they always seem kind of worthless like how they are, because you know, you don't get much off of eBay for them. And I got some other types of kind of crappier pieces of gold, but nonetheless gold. I've been saving up for quite a while. As you can see, that's quite a bit. This is probably out of, since I started, this about took me a year and a half to get. But you know, I don't get that. I get some computers, but I don't get quite as much as I see other people online getting. And I got some of these chips too that are lots of gold on them. Like, I love these things. But so far, that's all I've gotten. That's not very many, but there's an awful lot of gold prongs on those. Lots of gold prongs, as you can see. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to actually strip this off. It will not eat the gold, but it will strip the gold. And I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. But two simple chemicals you use is muriatic acid. I got the safer kind because it's supposed to have less fumes, and just your basic hydrogen peroxide, which I got from Kroger, or you can get pretty much anywhere. Everybody knows that. But for the muriatic acid, you can get it at Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot, any home department store. And you're gonna need yourself a glass jar. Has to be glass, because that's the only thing that'll withstand the chemicals. And for some reason, the chemicals only eat at metal, but not plastic and paper. So yeah, I got two plastic cups, and chemicals are already in there. I got hydrogen peroxide and muriatic acid. They both look like water, and you can't even really tell how much I have in there. But all you do is, I don't know if we can see that. No, I can't even really see. But you go ahead and measure yourself just enough to what you think will cover however much gold chips and stuff you're putting in your container. So far I suggest not to use too much gold in a jar. Just do small little batches at a time, because it seems like even if you add more muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide, it seems like once it already eats some of the gold, it's kind of like dissolving sugar in water. You can only dissolve so much sugar in the water, and that's what it seems to be doing. Like, it'll only dissolve so much and get the gold so much, and then after that it just won't dissolve anymore. So here we go. We're just gonna pour the muriatic acid in. It's about, I don't know, third of a cup. See, it's still not covering everything yet, but that's where the hydrogen peroxide comes in. Now, as soon as I pour this hydrogen peroxide, you want to have your door open, which I'm pretty much gonna take this straight outside to sit for like 6 hours or so. I'm gonna pour the hydrogen peroxide in. It doesn't smoke or anything, so, but there are fumes that come off of it that you can't even really see. No, yeah, that just about covers almost all mine. All my gold, which is good, because I'll come around and shake it every now and then. So after I let this solution sit for 6 hours outside, I'll show you guys the next step on how to clean and wash it, and then how to get all the gold together. Alright guys.
2,000 years later. 6.5 hours later. A few inches later. Day 2, Day 3, Day 4. A few moments later. 1 eternity later. 3 days later. 12 seconds later. 3:28 a.m. 3 weeks later. Many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Alright guys, it's been about 14 hours. I did say 6, but you know, after 6, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and start straining it, but when you do 6, you have to do more than one run of it. I still, even after 12 hours, over 12 hours, I still have to probably do another run because a lot of this gold still hasn't came off. But I'm really not gonna sit around and wait and keep doing one batch. I'm just gonna discard whatever didn't get the gold off into another bucket and just do that later and keep going with what I already have that will come off. But I'm gonna walk around the side here. Got a little cup of what I've been pouring my chemicals in. I've been leaving it outside. Let's see. Yeah, I've just been leaving it over here. Okay, try to let this settle a little bit. And you're just gonna pour it. Yeah, you can see that it's green, by the way. That's some of the copper actually oxidizing, and since it's suspended in a acid form, it just is green. It's basically copper rust. So yeah, you're just going to try to pour it and keep all your chips in there, because I'll show you how to get the rest of the gold out with the chips. But we're going to let that sit for a minute, and I'll show you guys inside how to wash it and how to get the rest of the gold out of here. Alright, just got back in from outside, and most of that's drained down, so I just decided to bring it in. I do have a new cup, no chemicals in there, well, a little bit from what dripped off of there, but there you can see just a little bit of your gold. But right now it doesn't look like gold because I haven't washed it. As soon as I get water on that, it's going to turn a lot brighter. You'll see a lot more colors. Going to go ahead and turn the water on. You can pour water directly into this, into the glass container that you dissolved in, and just shake it up real good, and just keep dumping it over there till you get, see, there you go. See how you can see the gold now? Keep dumping. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so awesome. Seriously, that is so much gold. Once you start clearing it up, you'll get real excited. You start seeing a lot more of your progress up there. Just try not to drop anything because, you know, your gold's in here. And once you get most of your powder out and your small flakes, if you do have something like this, it'll be nice to get a bunch of water and like put this on top of another cup and pour all your chips in there on top of it, because some of the flakes tend to stick to some of the chips. And then once you get this all drained out of the water, you can just flip it over in here. But I'll show you that in a minute. Once I get all this cleaned out. And remember to continue to pour off your chemicals that come out so that the fumes don't build up. When you're done with this, it shouldn't be blue. It should be clear. The blue color is just the dilution from the green chemicals, so it's not as strong, so you should be safe to bring it in once you get it mostly cleaned out. But yeah, just keep cleaning it. Keep dumping water in there. Keep dumping the water that has the gold inside of this, and then once you get all the gold concentrated into this filter, you start washing it with just plain water. I just want to do a quick update. It's still taking forever, but you can still kind of see that I got quite a bit of gold in here. This in this cup was when I put this over that, and there's still some gold in there that you can see. Put that in there to strain all the chips out and stuff. Here's my little chip bin. I gotta go through this because there's some that still has gold, some that don't. That's all out of this batch that doesn't have any gold on it. So that's what most of that got stripped. So that's about half of my pile that I put in. So roughly, if you wanna really make sure you get everything, do piles about that size. It's pretty small compared to that. It's not that much, but there's a lot more in here that was in there that didn't get stripped. So try to do small piles, because that's what I've noticed so far. This is like my 4th batch, and it seems to come out better if you do smaller ones because you have all the gold off. But here's what it's looking like so far. Pretty nice gold right there. That's a lot. But there's so much in that little center that's actually clogging up my filter process right now, and it's taking fucking forever. Seriously, it's taking a long time. I don't know. When it's done, I'll show you. Well, you know what? Instead of making you guys wait, I'm just gonna show you what the finished product looks like. Pretty much, you get the idea. You just, once you get all the big stuff out, and most of the little stuff will fall through one of these, or you can just do it with coffee filters, but it's gonna take longer. Just have them in a separate cup and just keep pouring it in there until it drains off, and then you can see that the gold that mixes in the water just gets drained out. And then after you get all this in there, go to your tap water and pour a little bit on top 2 or 3 times. Then get yourself, after that is all done, get yourself just a little bit of rubbing alcohol, pour that around there, and that'll ensure that you get all the oils and all the other chemicals off. But I'll just go ahead and show you what the finished product looks like. Yeah, once that dries, this is out of 2 runs, 2 different runs. So once that dries in the coffee filter, you'll get nice shiny gold just like that. Look at that. So yeah, that's what you'll get. Not much. I'm not even sure how much it weighs, but all together, you know, that's pretty good though, for just 2 runs. And eventually I'll scrape it together, get some type of vial to put it in, make it all legit. But hope you like this tutorial, and shoot me some comments.